今日は英語を上手に喋っても日本人だとバレてしまう理由について話すよ。Let's find out! こんにちは。全人類と友達になる男僕がミスター富士です。そして
バロンです。
アロンです。
今日のテーマは、上手に英語を喋っても日本人だとバレてしまう理由について。
Is that thing to talk about?
Yeah.
I don't know if we should talk about that.
英語が上手になりたい。
Okay.
なりたい。
なりたい。
もうね、日本人だとバレたくない。バレたくない。
どうせバレるんじゃないですか。
バレないくらいの上手さになりたいということで、今日はアメリカ人のバイロンとカナダ人のアーロンに対して、どうやったら日本人にバレない英語を喋ることができるのかっていうのを聞いてみたいと思います。じゃあそこを Beginner Level、Intermediate、Advanced Level、初級者、中級者、上級者、それぞれでどんなところが気になるのかっていうのをテンポよく聞いてみたいと思いますので、それでは行ってみましょう。
Okay.
So beginner level, right? So if they're just totally new, maybe they know a couple of sentences. Maybe how are you? How are you?
Right, because the way they learn initially is through katakana, right?
Yeah, true.
And so like the first hurdle, I guess, is to get them to use English pronunciation and
Correct.
not use katakana, right?
Yeah, if they use katakana pronunciation, like if you're using good do as opposed to good,
Yeah.
and you don't cut off that and do is good,
Right.
then you already know that this person is probably a beginner, probably uses katakana to read English.
Right.
なるほどね。発音でバレちゃうよってことね。
Right.
And
Right
same
off the
with
bat.
like for like an English speaker learning Japanese, like using romaji to read everything, right?
Watashi wa.
Yeah, right.
Watashi wa Byron desu.
Yeah, and
They
then
do.
the R's, like they don't use their tongue as much, right? And so
Yeah.
similar issue.
そうね。
Yes.
日本に来てあんまりまだ時間が経ってない外国人の人だったら、さっきみたいに私の
Well, watashi no shumi wa tennis.
そうでも今は
私の趣味はテニスです。
照れてるわ。
ちっちゃくなった。
そうね、確かに。発音全然違うよね。
That's definitely going to, I don't know, how do you say バレる in English? Expose that you are a beginner.
And then, but like once you get past the beginner stage, right? Then they can start to pronounce some of the letters properly, like some English words, right?
Yeah.
And they get some confidence, right? They're feeling pretty good about themselves.
Yes.
And then when they get to the intermediate stage, and the big problem is like what, overconfidence?
Right, yeah, they have overconfidence, so they learn a lot of like sentence fillers, like aizuchi. You know, and I was going to the shopping, you know, and me, with friends,
Right? Yeah.
And they kind of like they think that they're using it correctly. Then there's a lot of grammatical mistakes in between. So maybe they're like not like listening to themselves, you know.
いっぱい使ったらあんま良くないってこと？
Right. I mean,
well,
it's a kind of like
It's a fine line, right?
very fine line. You kind of have to like know how much to use. If you overuse it, then バレてしまう。
Yeah.
Right.
どんなグラマーのミステイクが多いなって思う日本人？
Going to shopping.
Yeah, preposition.
買い物に It's like, oh, I'm going shopping. It's like, I'm going to shopping. It's like, I know you're going to shop for something. Or I guess like, yeah, prepositions, right? To and from and like at. 日本語の場合はがとにとでとか。That's something that you notice for intermediate speakers. Stress is also very important.
So, for example, they'd be like, I feel bad mimicking this. So it'd be like, hello, my name is Ayu. I'm from Kagawa. Right? And it'd be too, because I think
up and down.
Right. So like English is kind of like this, right?
Okay.
But I think they would exaggerate it, right?
日本語は英語に比べるとフラットじゃん。
So,
okay.
なんか英語みたいにこんなローラーコースターみたいじゃない。
It's like a gentle.
Right.
で、日本人は英語の発音慣れてないから頑張ろうとして、My name is ってやって、
やりすぎ。
でもまあそれは多分ね大切なステップなんだろうね。
そう。
Yes.
なるほど。でもそれをどんどんそのまま終わるんじゃなくて 自然にできるようになったら日本人でバレないよってことね。
But well, like you said, right? It's like an important step, right? Because I think if you approach English as my name is da 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 da, I think that sounds worse than hello, my name is, right?
Yeah.
So it's better to over exaggerate than to not do it at all.
Correct. Okay. Like the one I was saying like earlier, because a lot of people they don't hear the very very slight syllable sounds, such as like the difference between ears and years, right? With years, we were saying like with your tongue, you have to push yeah. This is what's happening in my mouth right now, by the way. Years. When you say ears, your tongue is laying flat. Ears.
Years.
You can feel your tongue, right?
Right. Years.
For pronunciation, the placement of your tongue is very, very important.
はい、これは
Ears.
じゃない方は
Years.
The other thing wrote down is like vowels. Like
Vowels, yes.
Because like I guess in Japanese like is always right?
Yeah.
But like in English like a vowel can have like a million different sounds, right? So I think maybe getting them mixed up is right.
Yeah.
I think all the variations of like O is kind of
Right.
so like you can say like owl
Owl. Yeah, owl is pretty hard.
and there's like hour and that's close.
袋
Yeah,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, cool.
確かにね、オールって読む。
全部聞くと。
オール。
You show me some girl on YouTube who speaks really good English. She's from Japan. She lives in Vancouver or something like that.
なんか可愛い女の子で。
そう
あかねちゃん。
Okay.
She speaks really good English, right? But I can tell a little bit.
What are the subtle differences that she
But
has in her English?
I can't really put a finger on it. It's like maybe I'm making this up, but if I remember correctly, it's like maybe she would do like tss instead of t.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Like maybe together or together.
Right.
I mean, I don't know if she said that, but like I definitely heard things like that before. Yeah, it's hard to pick out, right? Like because normally for advanced speakers, like the flow of their sentences are really good, and like the pronunciation of words are really good.
Right.
But like maybe they would do like a preposition error or something like that. And I think in diverse countries like Canada and the U.S., right?
Yeah.
Like these linguistic errors, if you want to call it that, are like part of like the identity of being like
Who you want.
multicultural American or multicultural
Right.
Canadian, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a bad thing. Like I know that you were saying earlier, a lot of people want to perfect their English in a way, and they want to seem like I'm a native speaker and I am from this country and I speak perfect English. But I don't know. I think that's what makes you. What makes you you. It defines you like as a person,
Right.
because you have like these little like changes in your own version of English.
I think, like you were saying before, there's too much of like pressure to be like perfect at a certain thing. Right? I don't want any of these like criticisms or whatever like that to make people like afraid to make mistakes or anything like that. Because if anything, I want them to own the mistake, love the mistake, and
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can still talk to people if you're making mistakes. People are not gonna like.
and they're not. I mean, they're not immediately going to be like, I don't understand you and like walk away.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen. It'll never happen.
And like in reverse, right? Like my Japanese is far from perfect, right? There's still lots of things I don't know. Like if it's communicated and like it's understood for the most part, I think that's what really matters.
Especially when it comes to just talking to people in general. Like I would understand if like you have to use English in a professional sense.
Yeah, that's
but
different.
If you're just trying to make like friends or just trying to communicate, like you don't need perfect English. You just need to be a nice person.
はい、ということで今日は日本人だとバレない英語を喋るためにはということで話をしてみました。結論
is
気にせず喋りましょう。こんな長いこと話してその結論だよ。いやまあそれはねもちろんコミュニケーションすることが英語っていうかラングエージの目的だから、そこにこだわりすぎてそもそもコミュニケーションがあまりダメになったらいけないよね。っていうのはもちろんあるけど、それでもやっぱり上手になった方がさ、よりリラックスしてコミュニケーション取れるからいいかなと思うんで、僕はね個人的にこれからも勉強英語しようと思います。
教えてあげるよ。
ありがとうございます。はい、皆さんもね参考になればよければコメントください。それでは次の動画でまたお会いしましょう。バイバイ。
バイバイ。
仕事とかでさ、ちゃんとした英語使わなかったら問題ってあるの？なんか日本で働くときにちゃんとした日本語使えてなかったらちょっと信用が落ちるような、なんか雰囲気が外国人の人に、まあ日本人もそう、日本人もこの人和と和の使い方間違ってるなってなったら、大丈夫かなってなっちゃうんだけど、例えばan apple と apples とかが間違えてて他は完璧とかだった時に、この人は信用できる人かなっていうのがちょっと変わったりする？
いや、変わらないけど。
それは大丈夫？
Yeah, I think that's fine.
じゃあ日本よりまだあれなんだね、ちゃんと広いんだろうね、心が広い。チャンネル登録
お願いします。